Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. Alright, first card we have out is Nine of Cups. Thinking about something you want. I was seeing the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, so this can be something that you're thinking about that's more of a long-term thing, maybe less of an immediate thing. It can be future-related stuff as well. Or just something that's going to have continued meaning to you. Oh, what's happening? I'm seeing Four of Cups, I'm seeing Three of Swords, I'm seeing Justice. Maybe something you wanted isn't going the way that you wanted. Because Nine of Cups can be pretty firm on what one wants, but then having Four of Cups can mean something has happened that sort of changed the course of things, or even not allowed this to happen. And then I'm seeing Three of Swords and I'm seeing Justice as well. Something's gonna work itself out. I get the feeling maybe of like maybe at one point in time you wanted something, but because of what's transpired that could have changed for you. But what it seems too is that, you know, there can be like multiple perspectives that we have here. One of the perspectives that I'm seeing is that I'm seeing like somebody coming through and wanting something with another person, and I'm seeing the person on the receiving end saying no, but it seems like it's to have justice here. They can feel this is justified for something that happened in the past, meaning like one person with this Nine of Cups can be like, hey, I want to have something with you, or can we connect again, something like that, or just telling somebody what they want with them, like on some level. And then having Four of Cups can sort of be that like not happening. It's like access denied, one of those moments. But the person on the receiving end, because of the Three of Swords and because of Justice, they can feel like this person coming through wronged them in some way, and that they're just being righteous here with something. And I am also seeing, or it's like how one is protecting themselves, or they just feel like this is the result of like, you did this to me, now this happens, like I don't want you in my life, or I don't want to do this thing that you want to do, you know, whatever this is that somebody's coming through with. And I'm seeing the Ace of Swords too, so it does feel like somebody made it clear, like, hey, this is what I want. But again, because of this Four of Cups, it's feeling like someone's like, well, I don't want that. The vibe though can be that at one point in time you could have wanted this, but because of what happened, like if you're the one on the receiving end of this and you're saying no to somebody, you could have wanted this at some point in time, but because of what happened, you changed your mind. Or you just feel like this is the right way to go about this situation now. And I'm seeing me be clear on how somebody's feeling at this point too. Having this Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups, It's like somebody doesn't leave the other person guessing. I'm seeing them be like really clear on how they're feeling. All right. So Queen of Cups, it looks like they are interested in something but feeling a bit blocked. High Priestess, maybe even feeling a bit intuitively blocked. You can have a moment where you're feeling like you can only see what's directly in front of you as well. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing the Death card here, so it looks like something was happening, but then it stops. Because Death card can be sort of like something being discontinued. And then I'm seeing the Emperor come out on, not the Emperor, sorry guys, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing the King of Wands come out on the other side of this, so it can be that like this has changed the way that somebody does things here, because I get the vibe of somebody that may not have necessarily like stood up for themselves in the past, and now that's changing. So maybe somebody felt like things happened and they were wronged enough or severely enough that now they're like, I'm taking matters into my own hands, like I'm gonna be more bold with what I'm doing. If I don't like that, I'm not gonna participate in it, like that sort of thing. And I'm seeing this person, I don't know if it's like a bit of a rampage right now, but it definitely feels like somebody feeling their behavior right now is justified. But it's always interesting when we have justice here, because sometimes we can be so righteous that it, like, we get very stuck on that track, and it's not always the answer, you know. But then sometimes it is. Sometimes it's what we need to do, because we feel like that's how we're making up for what happened, or like bringing balance back to what happened. Because now at this point I am seeing that we have two people here at least. But something had to change. Having the Nine of Wands and then having the High Priestess on the other side of it meant that if somebody felt like there was sort of a journey that they needed to go on in order to connect with their intuition, and then having the Death card and then having the King of Wands, it's like it changed the way that they do things. It changed the way that they like make decisions, or the way that they behave, or like how they're making the choices that they're making, or what they're doing, or how they're representing themselves. But I'm seeing also, because of the sort of newness of this, someone feeling a bit overwhelmed. You know, sort of when you're coming into a new energy and you're just beginning to embody that, it can feel kind of intense in the beginning. Or you can be doing like the most in the beginning, and that can be why there's stress here too. Because like right after the Death card, which is you're shifting into something else, we have the King of Wands here. And so it's somebody now that's like, I'm gonna be a more active participant, like I'm gonna be more honest, you know. It's somebody that's connecting more so with their fire energy now, where it looks like they were more in their water energy before, and feminine water energy, so they could have been more receptive, but then felt like they were bulldozed over by other people, or maybe their feelings didn't matter, or it didn't count, or like something over here that happened. Now they're sort of stepping into a role, transitioning into a role where they may kind of be acting like in a compensation, sort of like opposite to that. Not that it's uncaring, but it's more so like, it's about me now. Like that's sort of the vibe that I'm getting here. And this person feels sort of like this is how to correct. They may not always feel like that, but this is how I'm seeing them sort of be right now, where they are with things. But it doesn't mean that they're going to stay like that. So it does feel like something has come to light here about what somebody wanted. Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This can be a breakthrough where it's like, finally, I understand. That makes sense to me. This can also be like something privately that you're going through too with the High Priestess. Like maybe you're not interacting with another person. Maybe this is just something that you're moving through where it's come to your attention that you want something, but some of you guys are like denying this to yourself because you don't want something to be like it was before. Or you don't want to get involved in something the way that you were before. Or maybe something's not resonating with you on an emotional level anymore. And then I'm seeing sort of this change that you're going through. Like for those of you that are connecting with the energy of the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing a change that you're going through, and I am seeing Three of Swords be on the other side of this. So this can be changing and sort of dealing with the pain of that and the growth of that too. And then I'm seeing something over here that looks like it's beginning. But I'm also seeing it not be... It's not something where there are no like issues or where... Starting something out and having the Three of Swords, it does feel like there's like pain and there's also healing, but something is still being integrated that isn't completely integrated. Otherwise Three of Swords wouldn't be here then. So someone is transitioning and changing, and they are growing, but it looks like some pain has been brought up through this process. And this can also be starting something where it's like, I want to do this, but it also hurts kind of too. That can be the thing as well, having Three of Swords here. And it can be all of those things, you know? Just because something's painful doesn't mean we don't necessarily want to do it, because we have the Page of Wands here. So somebody's like, I am open to things, but I am hurting right now as well. I don't know if it has to do specifically with this or it's just because of something else that happened, but I am seeing someone be like, I feel like they're at this point where they're getting kind of like hardcore with what they're doing. And they're like, I'm going to push through it anyway. Like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not seeing this person at this point, like, shy away or run away from the pain. Because I'm seeing the Death card, so they've changed. You know, this could have been someone, Queen of Cups before, that was like, I'll do anything to make the pain go away or to, like, save myself or save this other person, you know, or, like, repress this. Because Queen of Cups, it can be like really challenging. When we're in the energy of the Queen of Cups, it can be wanting to save everybody's feelings. Like wanting to swoop in and do that whole thing, you know? But then having the Death card here, it's somebody that's sort of... You know, when we think about the Death card, when we think about Scorpio, it's about how we're sort of like baptized by fire when we move through situations, and how rather than running from pain, we can use it to transmute energy and to grow through it and use it as a catalyst. And so it does seem like something's being faced, and I do get that something has really changed. Like maybe before somebody wouldn't go into this, but I feel like on the table there's a lot of acknowledgement about what this is, and there is pain involved, and this person is like, I'm still gonna do it anyway because I want to. So they're not deterred by that, and I'm definitely seeing that be the thing here, that this person is moving through with something that they want to do, and they're like, the pain is just part of it and I'm still gonna do this anyway. Having Justice come after the King of Wands, the challenge can be to sort of do things in a balanced way, or do things in a way that one feels is aligned, like morally for them, aligned with their values, and that being challenged in some way with the Nine of Wands and also the Ten of Wands too, because it feels like someone feels maybe like something is their responsibility to maintain balance here in a particular way. Because it has to do with something that one is now, it seems like, becoming involved in. Let me just take another look at this. Yeah, maybe, I get the feeling that maybe like something wasn't right. Somebody would have felt, and that's like why, like one person can want one thing, or this person, you can even look at this and be like, I want this thing, but like I know it wouldn't be right for me to do that. It can be like that sort of thing. And there's like something that you want to move into, but because justice is like in part of the theme here within the reading, there can be a like, is this wrong or is this right? There can really be like a toss up between that of like what one wants to go forward with, because I'm seeing there be like a clearness of where one is and how they're feeling. Like I'm seeing somebody very, very connected within their heart space and very clear on like what they want and how they want to move forward and that. But I'm also seeing something come up here too that feels like it's now part of the mix that maybe complicates things a bit. So it can be wanting something and then denying self of that thing, or somebody coming through and saying, hey, I want this with you, and the other person being like, no, I don't want that. But it's because there are reasons because of it. It's not just arbitrary, because justice is involved. So as I said before, it can be like, you hurt me before, so no. Or it would be wrong of me now to do that. Like that sort of thing where there's like a moral dilemma can be with justice, and usually having to do with our values and our social relationships, because justice in Libra, it talks about our partnerships, not just romantic partnerships, like our relationships in general with people, especially our one-on-one connections, but it can be multiple one-on-one connections that this is connected with. So I am seeing somebody be clear on how they're feeling and sort of where they want to venture into, the path that they want to take, but I am definitely getting there be a challenge. As well. So everything is going to continue unfolding. We're looking at Libra, Moon, Scorpio. It does feel like something may be a little bit up in the air, a little bit, there could be a bit of confusion, but I'm not seeing, it's not going to stay like that. But because of seeing the Nine of Wands and then seeing the High Priestess, it can feel like there's a little bit of a separation between what one is currently perceiving and then like what their higher self is telling them or what their intuition is telling them. There's like a little bit of a needing to bridge the gap. And then I'm seeing something's gonna click into place. And it looks like somebody, like once the gap is bridged, I'm seeing that the way that somebody was doing things before, they may decide, they have the option to do things differently, but I'm not seeing it be easy, okay? But they sort of like know that their responsibility rests on them. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.